This is my Ryobi 2200 digital inverter generator. I bought this in 2014, so it is about a little over 8 years old now. And I thought I deserved a quick review because we just had a power outage here that was about 2.5 days. And I took it out of the storage after probably not being run for over a year, and started it up and ran it continuously for about 2.5 days, and it really performed like a champ. I used it to run a refrigerator and a couple of lights, and I was able to also power up my internet modem. So despite the power outage, we had refrigerated food and some light and some internet access off our Ryobi generator inverter. So it's a pretty standard unit for one of these. I know there's competing units from Honda particularly. I would certainly buy this one over though, simply I'm sure it's cheaper. I don't remember what I paid for this, but I'm sure an equivalent Honda or other name brand unit is pricier. I'm not quite sure what you get for that added price. This one, like I said, has worked well for intermittent use over 8 years. So as you can see, it's 1800 running watts, 2200 starting watts. On the feature front of it, I think these are features that are common to mini generators. 2 outlets for 120 AC up here, some LED indicators for power overload and any low oil situation. I think the unit actually stops running if it drops low in oil. That's never happened. Also an auto idle, which generally runs the unit at a slower idle when the load on it is not too great. I'm going to try and start it up, so I'm going to turn that off. It has a handle for pulling, has some wheels, so the handle would come up and out to release that. Button, pull start, and obviously choke. Interestingly, I did stop at one time during this last 2.5 days, and I changed the oil because I didn't remember when I had changed the oil last. And the oil, I'm not going to take this off, but pretty easy to do. Tells you where to do it. Take out these 2 screws. This panel comes off. Simply take off the oil cap and just tilt it this way, and the oil comes out. And it only holds 13.5 ounces of 10W30 oil. So I started up after that. The exhaust on the opposite side here, and of course all the requisite warning. I'm gonna try and start it up, and with one-handed here. So we have obviously an off, cold start, and a run. So we'll put it on cold start. I'm doing this because I'm going to run the gas dry on it. I don't know when I will next use it, so we'll give it a try and see what happens. Second pull, that's not too bad. We'll put it on the run. And I actually think it's pretty quiet, so this is my Ryobi RYI 2200 digital inverter generator. Now 8 years old. Working great. Would recommend it.